Do you experience hyper-competitiveness in any of your relationships? Hyper-competitiveness means that the other person is focused on winning instead of teamwork and mutual connection. A hyper-competitive person makes competition out of things that are totally unnecessary and even strange. Normally, hyper-competitive people also become negative if they lose. Okay, so if you're experiencing hyper-competitiveness over things that you didn't really want to become drawn into a competition with, or just general conversations you feel like the other person is trying to win over you by saying things like, oh, well, yeah, so you donated $10, but I donated 40. Okay, when things are becoming a competition that are just not necessary, or it's not really called for and it's not really invited, this is hyper-competitiveness. It is an emotionally abusive behavior because hyper-competitiveness comes from a wounded ego of a person where they use winning over someone else in order to make themselves feel better. Okay, so they're using the other person's loss to make themselves feel better, which is emotionally abusive. And remember, competition can be fun if it's healthy and if it's mutually agreed upon. Okay, so like playing a game of chess, having a debate about something, playing sport. Healthy competition is not what we're talking about here. Here we're talking about a hyper-competitiveness where a person that you're in a relationship with is making competition over totally uninvited things, inappropriate things, unnecessary things, and you get the feeling that they're just trying to win over you. Okay, this is hyper-competitiveness. It is an abusive behavior because, again, it is profiting from you losing. Okay, so the person feeling like that they've won and that you've lost means that they're using you in order to make themselves feel better, which is an emotionally abusive behavior.